Welcome back to the shop. It's Monday, 17 July 2017.
Hi everyone.
Alright, so let's talk about who was here this weekend. Jay met us up at the Augusta Market, helped us out there. He was great. He did wonderful with our friends and our supporters who showed up, assisting with them, and especially at the end of the market when we were wore out and tired, he helped us load everything up so we could get home early. Still loving that trailer from our friends at Sunset Auto. It was great to come home, be able to set the trailer down, not have to worry about unloading it. Kim, Sue, and the Butterbean was up. Had a good time with them here. Did a little bit of painting. Butterbean did a little bit of painting with Michaela, and we played a little bit in the water. Daniel wasn't able to make it. Had storm duty the night before, up all the way into the early morning, maybe even the afternoon. I'm not really sure on Sunday, so he wasn't able to make it. Uncle Mikey came over, and then Donna came over a little bit later. So it was kind of a nice weekend. Alrighty, so let's talk about this week in the shop, what happened. Monday, it was time for me to go back to work. Vacation was over. Yeah, I hated it. Went back in, got caught up, and everything went well there. We worked on trays a bunch, like the trays I just showed you. We worked on quite a few trays. Blanks for signs. We made a bunch of blanks for signs, some thin pine that we've had sitting around here forever. I got maybe one of the first pine trees we milled up, maybe. Yeah. So it was here for a while. We selected boards for the market to take to Augusta Market. We spent some time picking out some really good boards to take there. Mom checked the Facebook page for a new market that we're going to talk about a little bit later, so she spent some time investigating maybe a new market we're going to be going to. We released the video, the build video of sorts, the making cedar trays video. Didn't get a whole lot of comments, don't know how well that went over. May make some more of those, y'all let me know what you think. We worked on our Facebook presence to try to get a little bit bigger footprint on Facebook. Thank you, Kimmy. It was great. Learned a lot and kind of know what we need to do now. That is some good sweet tea. Made a fresh batch of sweet tea first thing yesterday morning. Man, it's good today. So projects completed. We finished the sign blanks that we talked about earlier, got them put out, and Mom, I think you're starting to make some signs with them. Is that right? So she's already starting to make some signs.
With my scan and cut.
Yeah, she loves that scan and cut. Brother Scan and Cut 2's been using the heck out of it. I mean, just it's really kind of coming into play here. It's been making life easy. Really enjoyed it. We put the fold-up legs, you know, those old like tables that you can get with the legs that fold up. We had a set of legs of that, and we put those legs on Michael's table. You remember the table that sit behind me here for the longest time? That table is up. People fell in love with it at the market. Looks great. I think we've had some likes and stuff on our Facebook page on that, so it went over really, really well. But we sanded it, put the polyurethane on it, and the legs, the table really looked good. We did some minor repairs on some of the projects. You know how it is, you're moving stuff in and out of the trailer back and forth, gets little dings, yeah. So we fixed a lot of that up. Didn't finish any really big major projects, but we got a lot done. There's some good sweet tea. Okay, so let's talk about shows and markets. Well, there's really not a whole lot new in the show arena. I think probably this weekend we're going to go ahead and commit to the shows we're going to do and make the payments. Union Point. We're going to try look at Mule Days, see if Mule Days is. The Del Mar or Del Webb, we're not sure about that. There may be some conflicts with that one. We're going to hate to let that one go, but we may have to. We'll know more on that later and kind of let you know more.
Because of the Atlanta market.
Because of Atlanta, that market in Atlanta that we talked about last video that we may be going to. So, as excited as we are about Del Mar, we're not sure if we're going to make it, so we'll tell you more on that later. Now let's talk a little bit about this new market. I'm really excited about it. It's brand new. It's Farmer Market. I think it's only maybe 1 or 2 markets so far. It's in Grovetown. It's the second Saturday of every month. The gentleman approached me the other day and said, "Hey, aren't you 2 Dogs?" And I said, "Well, yes, I am." And they said, "Well, we'd love to have you at the Grovetown Market." Gave me some contact information. Mom spent time on their Facebook page kind of investigating, seeing who we need to talk to. I think we're ready to commit to that. I think we're going to probably commit to that.
At least do one Sunday, maybe 2, and see how
Saturday, and see how that goes. So let's talk a little bit about the Augusta Market. Thank God we weren't under the monsoon again, so no fountain for us this time, except at the end of the show, which we voluntarily ran through. It was hot. So at the Augusta Market, we're in what they call the Rose Guard area. Now, if you think of the Augusta Market running from the Reynolds Street all the way down to the river, that's usually where the market is. Well, you kind of get down almost to the end where the levee is, and you turn back towards the right, and there's a little area with the pergola, and I guess they're grapevines.
Some kind of grapevines.
Some type of
Sometimes vines that grow tree.
Well, we were back there, and we were a little worried that maybe we wouldn't get a lot of foot traffic, and Jay stopped counting at 35 people, and we were just busy the rest of the day, so I'm going to guesstimate we had about 100 people come through our booth, and we did fairly well back there. So I think we're going to try to get back there again. Tim, who's in charge of setting up the market and everything, he's asked that we anchor that back there, and we may well do that. So we had a good time back there.
No, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler. It's a lot cooler until late in the afternoon when the sun breaks past the vine and plants, and then it gets a little bit warm. But things that sold. We sold one of those computer trays. Now, Michael, you might remember this. I don't know if anybody else will, because we never showed these on video. But it's basically 4 pine boards, 2 that go this way, and then 2 that run that way and hold them together. And they got little handles like what would be on a cabinet door handle. They're about so big. And we kind of built them to be computer trays for people who use as computer lap trays. Somebody bought that from us. That was one of the first things that sold. I sold a oak slab. An oak slab went to a young lady, or I'll say young lady, a lady my age who's been doing building for a couple of years. And she was really excited to get that oak slab. That was a crotch tree piece. She also bought 2 boards from us that were book matching. You know how I like those book matching, when you cut the log open you got mirror images on that. She bought 2 of the smaller boards for that, and was really pleased, and made us kind of promise that we're going to keep going there so she can continue to buy stuff from us. We sold a unique cedar board that was in the shed when we were going to leave, or when we were loading up with a little bit we had to load up on Friday night. And Mom said, well, we need to take that one. I was like, hey, you know, it looks like junk to me, but we'll take it. And we, I put it in the trailer, and that really was kind of one of the first boards that we sold for somebody walking up cold. Now, the lady who bought the oak boards, we knew she was coming back because she basically made us promise we would from a week ago. So anyhow, this other lady came in, fell in love with the board. Now, she's not even going to build anything with it. She's going to kind of clean it up. She said she's going to finish it. She didn't say what type. And sand it down a little bit, and then she's going to hang it on her wall as a piece of art. That's how impressed she was with it. It's about an 8-foot board, so it's going to be a nice art statement in her house. She also bought 2 of my glass items from me, an inkwell, and then another little bottle that was kind of post-World War II, made in Japan. She realized what it was and kind of jumped on it. Then we sold, you remember the little, I don't know what you call them, handles. I said I seen a chest in there to open up like a cedar chest, and I said Mom was going to make a towel rack out of it. She made 2 towel racks. One of those sold, went pretty quick. The lady fell in love with it, and then we had a bunch of coasters, and she sold some coasters. I really think that's about it for the sale, but we did really well, so we did well. So next Augusta Market is going to be the 5th of August, 2017. We plan to be there. We're going to be in the Rose Garden, and if you're around, hey, stop by and see us. We may do Grovetown the 2nd of August. We're not sure, but we're kind of leaning forward to that. Saturday, 2nd of August, all right?
No, it's not the 2nd of August.
No,
it'll be the 5th.
12th of August.
12th of August.
Sorry. So we may be doing Grovetown the 12th of August. Yeah, if we're doing the 2nd, that would have been like a Tuesday or something. The heat's getting to me, but I just drank some more of that good sweet tea, so I'm ready. So coming up, oh, you know what I forgot to mention that we did do? We put the shelves in on the shelving system behind us here on the old stairwell wall. I got those in. I got to put the dividers in, so I got that. So coming up for 2 Dogs, what are we going to do? We're going to finish that sandwich shop sign that we talked about, that Mom got not this weekend but the weekend before as a commission bill. She decided she wanted to do it cedar. Me, her, and Uncle Mikey dug through the cedar pile and found her the perfect board, and she's going to get that ready, and that's going to be done by the end of this week, right?
Yep.
We're going to start working on our 21 by 21 by 21 tables that we built that had the Atlanta Falcons emblem on it. That one we built, we got to build 2 more tables that size. I'm not sure what all we're putting on it, but we got to start on those. Then we got to start on the microwave shelves. Now I got a piece of paper here you can't see, but I've drawn out this 2 shelves that we got to build for somebody at Mama's work that's going to hold a microwave and something else. So we got to start on those. But I got the plans together right here in front of us. And we're planning to mill up a couple of those logs that Daniel brought us. I'm not sure how we're going to get to it or when we're going to get to it, but we're going to try to mill those up. And then maybe there might be a rescue of a big old cedar log. I drove by and looked at it today. Donna turned us on about it, called the guy yesterday and said, hey, this log's been laying out there in front of your place. I gave it to you 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. What are you going to do with it? And the guy said, not going to do anything with it. If you want it, come get it. So we're probably going to come get that log. And do we have a plan on that yet? We just
Not yet, because we got to look at it and see what it's going to mill.
So we're going to probably rescue that. If we do that, we're going to have a rescue log video and then a cutting of the log video, I think. And then we decided that. So those ought to be 2 separate videos coming up. If we get that log, that'll be interesting to watch. But we'd like to say thank you, Donna. We appreciate you chasing down the log for us. The biggest thing happening coming up for us, that's going to be the Butterbean's birthday. Butterbean's birthday is going to be this Saturday. We're looking forward to it. Be there, be square. I'm sure there's going to be cake and ice cream. And I know a few other little surprises that we're not going to say because Butterbean may watch this. So, I think that pretty much covers everything. So we'd like to say thank you for watching the video. We appreciate it. Please comment below. Still waiting to hear from Rhiannon on the pictures. Give us a thumbs up and kind of let us know how we're doing. And we'd also like to say, we'd love to see you back in the shop. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.